Hey guys, welcome to another adventure. Today we are attempting to climb to the top of Rees and Aubineau Peak in a 7-mile loop with 3,600 feet of elevation gain. So that's going to be the most I've ever done in elevation gain. So let me give you a quick tour of the hike. Right now we are here. We're going to hike on the trail a little bit, then go off trail up this ridge to Ree Peak, traverse this ridge to Aubineau, and head down this ridge all the way back to the trailhead. Again, that right there is the top of Aubineau Peak. Oh, finally, I see the road. That means it's the end of the trail, start of the off trail. Oh, boy. Okay. Gonna take a rest here, eat a snack, and then begin steep ascent to Ree Peak. And the interesting part is, you can't drive on this road, but since it is a road, then the wilderness boundary, as you can see, is right here and right there. So this is a cherry stem, that's what they call it, of non-wilderness. It's just a national forest for this road. It's gonna be like this for about 1,800 feet of vert. Lots of logs, especially in the beginning. It's funny to think that probably only like 100 people have ever done this route. Maybe more than that, but not a lot. Little update, it's been going pretty good. Definitely a bit rough through the forest, not too bad though. Just constant uphill. We're at about 10,000, just over 10,000 feet elevation right now. These aspen trees have a really good smell, and they also have powder on them. Looks a bit like chalk, and you can use that as sunscreen. Look at this sheet of bark, it's like paper. Came off of a spruce tree or fir tree, I think. Starting to see some little alpine bushes. This is sort of an interesting plant. The terrain is definitely changing, and starting to see sky, which is a good sign. Must be getting close to the top of Ree Peak. Topping out on Ree. Whew, that was rough. Definitely get your heart pounding. But this is the summit of Ree. Oh wow. There's Aubineau. Oh man. Look at those cliffs. So if you're not familiar with this area, then these are called the San Francisco Peaks. There's Aubineau, Humphreys, Agassiz, Fremont, and Doyle, and Ree, which we're on now, the four main ones is Aubineau, Humphreys, Agassiz, and Fremont. And this used to be, these are like points, and this used to be one huge 16,000 foot tall pyramid of ice and snow, and it's a big stratovolcano. But from glaciers and erosion, it all eroded out, creating this inner basin. And that's actually what this is called, inner basin. And right now we're about 11,400 feet. Aubineau is 11,800, and we're deciding if we should go for it or not. Yeah, it's getting sort of late in the day, so we'll have to make a big decision. And these peaks are sacred to 13 Native American tribes. And this is also in the Kachina Peaks Wilderness, so I'm definitely not going to be droning here. That would be very disrespectful and illegal. And yeah, I mean, the scale is just insane. Like, that's like 3,000 feet down and like 5 miles across. We decided we are gonna go down to the saddle and see how we feel there, if we want to continue up, or we can just head down a drainage from the saddle. So we did 3,000 feet of vertical elevation gain, and if we do Aubineau, it's gonna be another 600. It's quite a lot. This descent is actually not too bad. It's sort of almost a trail. The trees up here are really interesting. There's some spruce, and this almost looks, I don't even know if bristlecone pines grow here, but almost looks like them. We were dumb, and we live about 1/3 of the elevation that we're at now, so we have no acclimation to this. Please do not do that. If you do this, make sure you're experienced in off-trail hiking and acclimate properly. That's looking back at Ree's steep slope we slid down. Whew. This is the summit of Aubineau Peak. Holy shit. Oh. Insane views. Rees looks tiny from here. Oh. There's Humphreys. Back down to the inner basin. So we are on one of the 4 highest points in Arizona. Humphreys, Agassiz, Fremont, and Aubineau. Humphreys, Agassiz, Fremont, Doyle, and then Sugarloaf, another little summit, is in behind Ree Peak right there. I'm so glad we made this ascent from Rees. It was really not bad at all compared to that slog up Rees. And the views from here are much better. Again, it's just ridiculous how far down that valley is. About 6,000 feet. Beautiful views. Unfortunately, the lighting isn't the best. There's Kendrick Peak over there. I'll climb that maybe in the near future. And we're gonna head down this ridge. So I'm not sure the plant that they're trying to protect, and that's why they don't allow you to go above tree line. I don't think this is above tree line. I mean, it's a rocky summit, but there's still some trees around. So I think this is legal, I hope. And I'm not sure if this is the plant. It's called San Francisco Peak ragwort. I'm not sure if this is it. But we are not stepping on any of these. We're just staying on rock. So, if you have personally hiked up Humphreys Peak, let me know in the comments. I would love to know how many of you have done that. If you haven't and you're a good hiker and live in Flagstaff, I definitely recommend it. Steep hike, but easy trail. So, otherwise, we gotta head down. Sun is almost setting, which is kind of ridiculous. We should have got a much earlier start, but we're lazy, so we're gonna head down. Thank you for watching, and please let me know what your favorite part was in the comments. So, on a side note, we're heading down maybe 400 feet from the summit, and I've read about this before. I didn't know where it was, but I saw a piece of metal, a few more, and then looked over here, and there's a whole big area with lots of pieces of metal, and you may be wondering what this is. This is a plane wreckage that happened back in 1944. Sadly, there were no survivors. 4 people passed away in this accident. There was a fire in the airplane, and it basically crashed into this ridge. But you can see some of the remains. There's like a metal ring there. So, interesting, but unfortunate and sad.